Hey guys, Doc LaRoof here. I wanted to come at you with an Elite Pack farming guide for Act 1. All you're going to do is go ahead into Inferno mode, Act 1, Quest 9, and select Begin Quest. Start the game, and you're going to come into town. I like to get the quest right off the bat, and then take the waypoint to the Cemetery of the Forsaken. I only do a few areas because I find it's the best, time-wise, easiest way to clump the most amount of mobs in at one time. So what I do is I go ahead and I take the waypoint to the Cemetery of the Forsaken. Generally running around right here there will be a pack of elites, but sometimes there isn't. For this video I didn't happen to run into one, but there's still the 3 dungeons. Within these 3 dungeons you can run into 1 to 2 packs per dungeon, and the one in the courtyard for a total of usually 3 to 6. So 3 to 6 is a good range to expect from the cemetery. If you get to the end of the dungeon before you've gone through all 3, just waypoint back to town and then, teleport back to town and then waypoint back to the cemetery. The other 2 dungeons will have the little obelisks at the end that will allow you to teleport back to the beginning of the dungeon, and that's why I like to start here. It's very quick, and if you're lucky you can come out of here with 5 stacks, which is a great way to start off this run. Even if you only get 3 stacks, not a big deal. The other thing I want to point out is there's usually an event here as well, the Lady Dunhild event. I always do it just because it's very quick, simple, and you get a little kind of like a resplendent chest type loot event at the end. So no elite pack, but you get some blues, maybe a rare occasionally. After that, just go ahead and head to the Festering Woods once you've cleared out the cemetery. There's usually 5+ packs here. There's 2 in these different dungeons. There's always going to be the 2 dungeons, the Crypt of the Ancients and the other one, which the name escapes me at this time, but I'll get to that later. So I happen to find Crypt of the Ancients right off the bat, head on in there, kill them. Usually walking around outside in the fields, there's 3 elite packs. Sometimes there's more. On this run, I believe I ran into 4 elite packs because the Quest of the Ancients event was up. So as you can see, I've already run into 3 elite packs, 1 in the dungeon and 2 in the fields. And I actually run into 2 right in a row here for a total of 4 elite packs in a very short amount of time. So the Festering Woods is by far the most tightly packed area of elites in Act 1. It's the easiest to get to and from. This is number 5 right here. We're still within about a 5 to 6 minute time frame since I got here. And so overall, Festering Woods is great. Alright, here's the other dungeon. That's right, Warrior's Rest. So these are pretty easy. So I had a total of 6 elite packs this run of the Festering Woods. I'm already up to 6, 7, 8, 9. I believe I'm up to 10 Nephilim Valor stacks right now. Or 10 elite packs with the 5 Nephilim Valor stacks. 5 of which I had the full 5 stack for. At that point, all you're going to do is leave that area and just go do a full Warden Butcher run. And all that is taking the waypoint to Leoric's Manor, running through the Halls of Agony. The first 2 levels of Halls of Agony that lead up to the jail area with the Warden inside of it, you're usually looking at 2 to 4 elite packs in this area. Once you actually make it into the area with the Warden, there's 1 to 3 elite packs within this small jail area, and then of course the Warden. With the 5 stacks, they've changed it so you only get 1 guaranteed rare for both the Warden and the Butcher, but it's still worth it. In between the Warden and the Butcher, there's going to be another 1 to 3 elite packs, depending on how lucky you are. I think I had a run once where there was 4, although I can't quite remember. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You're just going to go Cemetery of the Forsaken, straight to the Festering Woods, clear out both those zones, and then do a Warden Butcher run. So I did the math out. On the low end for this 20 to 30 minute run, depending on how much time you take, you're looking at 14 packs minimum. So you'll have 9 packs with a full 5 stack of Nephilim Valor. On the high end, you're looking at around 23 packs. And usually, more often than not, it's somewhere in the middle. Somewhere I usually get around 19 to 20. So that's actually averaging out an elite pack every 2 minutes or so, which is a pretty good amount of time. From start to finish, including the Warden Butcher run, I've gotten it done in 30 minutes before, but it usually takes me longer. 2 to 2.5 minutes per pack of elites is not a bad deal, especially when most of them you're going to have the full 5 stack for, and it's such easy content. With the drop rates as they are currently, it's just a lot more time efficient to do this than it is to do Act 3, in my opinion. It depends on your gear, but for most starter level players, this is exactly where you want to be at. And that's pretty much it. Just go ahead and stay in touch with our channel. You can like us on Facebook if you want. Head on over to our forums, which all that information's in the information section below. And hey, leave a comment if you have any tips or tricks. And I'll talk to you guys later.